everybody, Doki here with my Doki Doki Literature Club. Last left off, we were showing off our poems on day 2. Load. And we just showed it to Yuri, so let's show it to Monika next. Hi again, Kyo. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't cut on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monika. Alright! This one's good! It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally! I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light that turns on inside her. It's cute. Sadly, it's hard to get much of a personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what's going on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood! Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's nothing really wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like this way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. You're gonna be a yandere, aren't you? I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem's about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game! That's cryptic, and I'm going to save right now. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today! Thanks for listening! Okay, that was really creepy. Oh! I like this one, Kyo! It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is an important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give that rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice, happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is! Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Kyo. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all alone, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I practically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Well, that's sad. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic! You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's all the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. Me too! Am I Sayori? Let's see. I like food. I pick up obsessions and I drop them a week later. Yep, that's me. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion rise makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Natsuki, let's go. Well, you can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. Eh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at all. Suck at it. Whatever. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems unless you're like on Yuri's level. That's when you start short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. Let me just... You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty... just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, but what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem and I hand it back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you write it for someone else, just don't show it to me, bitch. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, everyone! We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can just put together something good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're all going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can get out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting up all the posters just in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. God. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Then don't. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings! Being intimate with yourself! Finding new horizons! And having fun! That's right! And if those reasons it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? You know, I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine! I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I really don't have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're all going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to get a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she just simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quietly walks over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eye. Crimson Eye. Gosh, I already messed up. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform to sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and instructions. She enunciates it with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirlwind fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's even bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the podium to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good! Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay! I guess I'm next then! Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. And I have to cough. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice has made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Kyo liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen your poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you're meaning. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Then next time, I'll make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay!
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Kyo. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kyo lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll definitely go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say, Miss Perfect. You'd be better not to make me do that again.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people?
I mean, doing it in front of people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. It's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so fuck you.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow. Then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Oh, alright.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through. It's for the sake of the club. I'm impressing Monika. Then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Nope. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Kyo. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out. What?
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori tumbles with her words.
So, let's just say one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that thought make my heart pound? Doki Doki. I mean, given how hard it is to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it!
Jeez. There's not even a point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you don't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out what you're seeing in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. Bye, Mikado. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Poem time! Time to save! Dot, 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 dot. Let's make a poem and then we'll end it. Okay. Judgment. Anxiety. Incapable. Massacre. Frightening. Analysis. Effulgent. Heaven sent. Essence. Wrath. Facetious, I assume. Pickle? Yes! Tenacious. Tragedy. Fuck! No, I want to be completely her! Judgment. Misery. Fuck! Contamination. Controllable. Misery. Damn it! Oh well. Oh man. The last one here again! Don't worry, I just walked in two. Though I'm gonna leave it here. Because that took way too long. Put it here just in case. Because I didn't get 100% on that, and I'm really mad about it. So, that's about it for me, so... Have a good day, everybody! Bye!